from Mosquito Sheriff, and welcome to our first ever podcast. We are so excited to have you here with us today. And on our first podcast, we are really excited to have Jason Miller. He is the Vice President of Mosquito Sheriff and also one of the co-owners. Hey, Jason, what's up?
Hi, Lindsay. Thanks so much for having me today. I appreciate everybody listening in on this podcast and looking forward to giving you a little bit more information about this exciting Mosquito Sheriff franchise opportunity.
Great. So, Jason, our listeners here may or may not know about Mosquito Sheriff. So can you tell us a little bit about Mosquito Sheriff and how it came to be?
Yeah, absolutely. So my business partners, Patrice and Brian, we've all actually worked together in other franchise concepts in the past. So we have quite a bit of experience, almost 50 years combined between the three of us. So we've grown franchise opportunities from their infancy stages to national brands, and Mosquito Sheriff actually was just kind of a passion project. Patrice, our primary founder, she loves animals, and she has a farm in Maryland with alpacas and dogs and horses and birds and goats, and it's a really awesome place to be. But unfortunately, she actually lost an alpaca to a mosquito-borne illness, which is what kind of prompted her to look more into mosquito control. Now, we knew about mosquito control as a franchise opportunity. It's typically a lower investment, repeat customer, recurring revenue business, recession resistant. So it's always been a popular model, but we really started to dig into it, and we're trying to figure out, okay, we know it's a solid business model, but how can we differentiate ourselves? And most of the competitors are using just permethrin, resmethrin, synthetic chemicals that certainly kill mosquitoes and ticks, but it's not great for beneficial insects like butterflies and bees. It's not great for animals, pets, the environment, even the technicians that are spraying it. So we were like, why can't we create a more green, all-natural approach to mosquito control? So that's what we did. We went out, we partnered with a chemist in Pennsylvania that was already working on an all-green, all-natural formula. It had already gone through all the lab testing needed to have the label. And we did a couple pilot locations in Maryland that went really well. And now it's our mission to take responsible, green, all-natural mosquito control services to the masses. And that's what we want to do. We want to protect people from mosquitoes and ticks and the illnesses that they carry, but have a more green, all-natural approach so that families can feel safe in their yard, both from mosquitoes and ticks, and from the products that we're using.
That's awesome. I'm a mom, and I'm also a fur mom. So hearing that you guys take an all natural green approach to, mosquito and tick care is great. And knowing that my kids and my pets can run freely in the yard, even as your technicians are out there spraying, and that they're safe is really awesome and really great to hear. And that you guys care not only about your customers, but about your employees' well-being, and the environment is really great. So I'd love to hear about, what the Mosquito Sheriff, what it's about and how you guys are set apart from your competition. If you wouldn't mind giving me a little bit more information about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Mosquito Sheriff is a really interesting franchise opportunity. We designed it to be kind of a business in a box where we handle almost everything for the franchise owner. They're really just going out there and executing on operations and marketing. So most of you know that with mosquito control, you offer either an annual package that the customer will pay for up front, or a monthly package where they'll pay per spray. But basically, we come out, we spray every 3 to 4 weeks. Our product has the knockdown effect where we kill mosquitoes and ticks, but we also create that barrier effect as well, which is going to keep mosquitoes and ticks out of the yard and give a fun, safe place for your family and your pets to play. So that's the service that we offer. Again, it's an all-green, all-natural approach to mosquito control, even all the way down to our backpack sprayers. We use battery-powered recyclable energy backpack sprayers. Much easier for the tech, much better for the environment, and it really permeates throughout our whole system. So this business is really designed where the franchise owner is gonna come in, they're gonna invest about $30,000 in marketing above and beyond the franchise fee, and we're gonna go out and we're gonna execute on that marketing strategy, which is gonna be a combination of digital marketing, whether it's social media marketing, search engine optimization, pay-per-click campaigns to drive individuals to at least call the business phone number or submit an inquiry online. And we'll also do some print advertising as well. and other creative things that we might be working on with an individual franchise owner that might be effective in their areas. So we deploy this marketing strategy, and one of my favorite parts about this business is our call center. If you're going to be an owner-operator going out there and doing the spraying, or if you want to keep your full-time job and hire technicians, you're not going to have time to sit there, answer the phones, respond to web leads in a timely manner, and speed to lead with home service businesses is key. And so what our call center does is when that potential lead, that potential customer calls the business line, it's going to ring into our call center, and we're going to answer the phone as Mosquito Sheriff of Dallas, Mosquito Sheriff of Atlanta, wherever your territory is, and we're going to explain the service to the customer, process the sale, get that customer into the customer relationship management system, onto the dispatch routing software, and then whether it's the owner-operator or the tech that they hire can go in the next day, their route is optimized, and they're ready to go out there and tackle the sprays. Now that's the inbound calls. The response to the web leads, I think, is really key because a lot of people shop online, they get multiple quotes, and if somebody submits a web inquiry, we will outbound dial that customer from a local number within minutes. So again, we sound like Mosquito Sheriff or whatever that area is, and then the same process repeats itself. So we're handling the marketing execution, and we're also handling the lead to customer conversion. And again, it's great for both models, and we're going to talk about in a minute what type of franchise owners that we look for, but it could be great for that owner operator or somebody semi-absentee that wants to keep their full-time job. So the franchisee is out there, talking about Mosquito Sheriff, talking about the all green, all natural approach. They could be setting up relationships with real estate agents or local landscaping companies, following up with customers that maybe hadn't booked on the first spray. Maybe it's a wedding event or a condo board or an HOA. And they're also running high-level operations, maybe a morning huddle with their technicians, an afternoon huddle, and working on the business. Unless they do want to work in the business. And we do have some franchisees that are going to come in, kind of act as the technician in the beginning, as the owner-operator, as we call it, and then ultimately have a goal of scaling, having multiple trucks, and hiring a team down the road. It's not really a right or a wrong answer. It really just depends on how you want to grow your business. But those are some of the things that differentiates us from the competition, and some of the things that we do as a franchisor to help the franchisees to scale quickly.
That's awesome, Jason. So it sounds like this is a really great, concept. It's really awesome to hear about what Mosquito Sheriff has to offer and how it is different from the competition, because it sounds like, you guys have a lot to offer. What type of franchise owners are you looking for? Is it the type of owner that has the same why, and, what type of role would they be, having to own a franchise for Mosquito Sheriff?
Yeah, great question. And this is one of those models that I love. It doesn't have to be one cookie cutter thing. It could be the owner operator that's going to go out there, be the technician, work on the marketing, actually deploy the operations and the spraying. Or it could be somebody that wants something semi-absentee. Semi-absentee is a big hot button in franchising right now. There's a lot of people that want to keep their full-time job, diversify their investments, and in the past, the best opportunity to do that was like a retail franchise, a brick and mortar, where they put a manager in place, and that's great, but that comes at a much higher cost. Oftentimes, you're going to be investing $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. You're going to have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in overhead. And for some people, that's great. For others, they might want a little bit more of a leaner approach to that, a lesser investment, and a home service concept like Mosquito Sheriff could be great for semi-absentee because it's under $100,000 total investment. Again, the call center handles a lot of the lead to customer acquisition. They can hire a technician. This isn't rocket science. They don't need a degree like you need with like an HVAC business or something like that. We have college kids that do spraying for us, somebody that wants a summer income. So it's easily teachable, trainable. Again, there's no personal protective equipment that's needed because it's an all green, all natural product. So it could be that owner operator that's going to go out there and do the spraying if they want to save some additional working capital in the beginning by actually acting as the technician. And again, the call center will help out there by booking all the appointments. Or it could be somebody, if you want to keep your full-time job, you're not ready to jump right into full-time to franchise ownership, you can do the semi-absentee option where the call center handles a lot of that for you, and then you're just managing your technicians maybe putting in 15 hours a week into the business. Could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more depending upon the week, but that's the type of structure that's there. But yes, we absolutely want someone that fits our culture. Our culture is something that permeates through our whole system. We want somebody that is going to be part of the team. We want someone that wants to make a difference, that gives back to the community. We have a lot of great partnerships with local law enforcement and veterans, and our Honduras partnership that helps with clean water, education, and mosquito netting. We want somebody that wants to make a difference. And I know a lot of you out there that want a franchise opportunity. Yes, you want financial independence, you want to make money, and we want to help you achieve that. But this really is a cool opportunity where you can have a why and you can feel good about what you're doing at the end of the day.
I love that, Jason. And I think that's, what is so important. I think obviously, making money is key. Providing for your family is so important now more than ever, but having that why, having something that's going to make you get out of the bed in the morning, make you want to, get up, get out and do something, make a change, make a difference, and feel good. That is what everyone is striving for. And I think that this is a great concept. I think that this is truly something that everyone can get behind and find their own why in Mosquito Sheriff. Jason, is there anything else that you want to share with our listeners today?
Yeah, as we wrap up, we wanted to keep this short and sweet just in case you're listening to this on a lunch break or just on a quick moment of quiet. But this is a really unique opportunity. It's recurring revenue, it's repeat business, it's a home-based business. You don't need a brick and mortar, you don't need a warehouse or anything like that. You can park the vehicle in your driveway. So it's a low investment, relatively low overhead, recurring revenue, repeat business opportunity in a space where we're disrupting it a little bit with the all green, all natural approach. And as we know, environmental awareness is becoming, more and more of an issue, climate change. And I think this green, all natural piece is going to be important to a lot of people. A lot of the customers that we acquired in our pilot location already were using mosquito control services, but, they wanted that all green, all natural approach. So if you're looking for a business that's home-based, that you can have a lot of flexibility in, that you can have a lifestyle in. Remember, we're only spraying 6, 7, 8 months out of the year. So, you can potentially make a year's worth of income in 7, 8 months time and take the holidays off, enjoy time with family, or maybe have an additional revenue stream that you're doing during that time. But really unique opportunity with a lot of great benefits. We have a fantastic franchise discovery process where you get a chance to talk to me, talk to Patrice, talk to Brian, talk to current franchise owners, and really get a sense for who Mosquito Sheriff is. So hopefully this has whet your appetite enough to have some conversations with us. We'd love to get to know you a little bit and dig deeper into the opportunity. And thanks so much, Lindsay, for giving us the time here to talk about it.
You're welcome, Jason. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to our You're welcome, Jason. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned into today's podcast. We look forward to having you be a regular on our podcast and learn so much more about what Mosquito Sheriff has to offer, tips and tricks for mosquito control, tick prevention, learning how to care for your pets, and of course, everything eco-friendly and green. Thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.